ETS Jets, and welcome back to another episode of The Jets Ward. My name is Ryan Ward, and I will be your host this evening. And if you have been here before, welcome back. I always love having you guys here. If you are new here, welcome. Always love having new people, whether you are a Jets fan or a fan of another team. You are always welcome here in The Jets Ward. And in this video, I am going to get into coaches and GMs making their way down to the scouting combine. And I'm so excited because we, as Jets fans, we finally have heard from Aaron Glenn and Darren Mougey. In a little over a month was the last time we heard from them since their opening press conference. And we got to get into what their ideas are, plans that they've had, meeting with the coaches, all of that. And the first one I'm going to start with was Aaron Glenn. He met with the media first, and really, really interesting things that he came out and said, and I really like how he handled the media today. So one of the first things he did was he snipped it right in the butt with Aaron Rodgers. He told the media that the decision that they came to with Aaron Rodgers, they did for the betterment of the team, which is something different because during these Robert Saleh and Joe Douglas regime, it always seemed like they tried to do whatever was best for the player. Sending Steve McClendon to the Buccaneers, ended up winning a Super Bowl with them. Trading players to good teams just because we were thankful for them and stuff like that, and they were good dudes. Never the betterment of the Jets organization. And AG came out and said, with Aaron Rodgers, we made the decision that we felt was best for the team. And whether you like it or not, there are going to be more decisions that you might not like either. And I really like that because he's not afraid to stand up for his decisions that he has made and calls that he will make, no matter whether fans like them or not. And Aaron Rodgers was a major call and major decision that not a lot of Jets fans really were happy about, especially since the next thing that he talked about was he is a win now coach. He wants to win now, and all decisions that they make for this organization are to show that they are going to win now, which might contradict because you just had Aaron Rodgers in the building and you're going to be letting him go. But I think with a new coaching staff, one that looks to be a little bit more capable than our last coaching staff, especially on the defensive side of the ball. I'm nervous still with the offensive side. We are still a younger staff, but I think we're going to be better coached. And no matter who they bring in, Tyrod's still here, and a lot of people in the building love Tyrod, both AG and our GM. And I think that is something to be happy about too. We have a quarterback here that is well liked in the building, and Aaron Glenn mentioned that as well, saying that when asked about free agency, he talked about we have Tyrod here as a quarterback. We don't know if he'll be the starter or not because we haven't gotten to free agency, we haven't gotten to the draft, but we are going to make decisions that are for the betterment of the team to win now and in the future, whether that be going out and signing a Justin Fields, whether it be drafting a Jackson Dart or a Shedeur Sanders, as Mel Kiper in his previous mock said, drafted to the Jets at pick 7, which I'm thinking could definitely happen. If he's there, really tough to pass on Shedeur Sanders at 7. But going along with that, we don't know the players yet because we haven't gotten to free agency. They haven't started the combine yet to where GMs and coaches can talk to players yet. So it seems like they got a plan. And going into this, I was really interested to see what Aaron Glenn would say, but he didn't let the media get the better of him. He answered questions like very, very strong, stuck to his guns, even shouted out players that were on this team already because he even got snippy with the media today a little bit when they kept bringing up Rodgers and other players not on the team, and he's like, guys, I want to focus on players here. And he started naming them. He named Joe Tippmann. He named Breece Hall. He named Quincy Williams. He named all these players that are here. And I think that's the biggest thing with Aaron Glenn, too, is he wants to focus on our team. He doesn't care what's going on, the outside buzz and everything. He wants to focus on who is here now and hold people accountable. And that's what I think he's doing. There's not a lot of information coming out from the Jets and everything. They're keeping it close-knit. So nobody really knows what they're going to do, and I really like that. There's no leaks, which was a big issue in our last regime. And I really think Aaron Glenn, even though he didn't give us, like, really shocking or, like, what did he just say type of comments, I think he really knocked it out of the park. And I really came out of it with a very sense of, I'm really happy with it. Confidence, hope, which can be the death of a lot of Jets fans because we've been giving hope to this team for years now and they've been letting us down. But I think with Aaron Glenn and his media day today, I think he did a great job and knocked it out of the park. And with that comes Darren Mougey, who came right after, not too long after Aaron Glenn. And Darren Mougey, same thing as Aaron Glenn, came out of the gates nipping it in the butt with Aaron Rodgers' comments and saying that we are doing what's best for the team, that we've had long conversations, positive conversations, and we're doing what's best for the organization, for the team, which you gotta love because it's not normally like that in recent years. It's for the player, not for the Jets. And these guys come in, we have adults in the building now. They come in and are focused on the Jets and the people that we have here. And Darren Mougey even made a comment saying that he really likes the players that we have here and that he's going to try to keep them, that the goal is to keep young, talented players. We got Garrett Wilson, who we can sign to an extension. Sauce Gardner, who we can also sign to an extension. Jermaine Johnson is here. Quinnen Williams is still here that we want to keep as well. Quincy Williams. So he came out and said he wants to keep young studs in this building, which I love because the Jets really haven't signed a number one draft pick for a long time. Quinnen Williams was the last one, but the one before that, I believe, was like Muhammad Wilkerson, and that's years ago. So for him to come out and say that, I really appreciated as a Jets fan. And another thing he came out and said that something that I really loved was in the first couple of weeks that he was here, they brought all the coaches together, all the scouts, all the college scouts, and came up with a plan of like players that they would be looking for, what they want here. And both Darren Mougey and Aaron Glenn, they want winners. They want toughness. They want people who are going to fight for this team no matter what. They're not here just for the money. They want to be here and do whatever is right for the team. And both AG and Darren Mougey really made that clear in their press conferences today. And I was really happy with Darren Mougey as well because it seems like they have a plan. They're meeting with the coaches, getting them together to talk about players, whether it be in free agency coming up in a couple of weeks, whether it be prospects here. They have their draft board already, like an early draft board. Anything can change after the combine, things change after pro days, but they have an idea of players. And the big thing is too, we have AG and Darren Mougey down there at the combine to get a look at these players. And that is something I think is really important and something that I think can be beneficial for this team as well. And I just really came out of both of their media days very confident and really helpful to this organization. And a lot of Jets fans, they're still nervous. They don't know. AG's a first-time coach. Darren Mougey's a first-time GM. We don't know what's going to happen. But I think the overall feeling was optimism. They didn't really give any like crazy comments, but they said what was on their mind. They let us know that they have a plan. And I'm excited to see what that plan turns out to be. And I think a lot of Jets fans will be too. But that is all I got for you tonight. Just wanted to make a short video to show you my reactions to the AG and Darren Mougey media day today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you liked this video, please like and subscribe to the channel. I love making content for you guys. Talk to friends, include them, show them videos. Maybe they'll like the channel as well. But again, thank you so much again, guys, for joining me in the Jets Ward. Have a wonderful rest of your night.